Back again live. Alright, cool. I can see myself. Alright, what time is it? 11:16. I got an hour to kill. So, some of y'all asked me to come on live. So, I'm doing it for y'all. Got work in like an hour or so, I see one person on. What's going on? Damn, y'all coming quick, man. Y'all coming quick. Does it give you guys notifications when I'm on or something? Anyways, like I said, I got an hour to kill. So, ask me whatever. Talk about some games. Recent videos. Funny thing is, man, I can't believe how many people jumped on that one video I made on that woke shit. I was like, wow. Wasn't expecting that. I was just ranting. But yeah. Let me turn off my notifications before people start hitting me up on the phone all day. Alright. Let's see. What's today? Wednesday? 31st. End of the month. This is going to be my end of the month stream. So, we'll wait a little bit. See who else is coming on. Says I'm lagging again. Damn. Am I lagging? All right, there you go. Man, I still don't know how to use this thing. Alright, here you go. Yakuza Series Generation Official. Best part to get up, drink a beer. Man, I don't even like drinking beer. Like, even though I'm a bartender and all. I just don't like beers, man. Makes you all full and bloated like you drank a loaf of bread and shit. Like, I don't know how people sit at my bar all day. And like, I know one person, he could sit at my bar for my whole shift and drink some good old beer, man. But there's some beers I could do. Like, I don't mind like that mango cart one. That one's pretty decent. I see a couple people jumping in. What's going on? Galactic Fever, what's up, man? Got an hour to kill. Why don't you start a new game, guy? You know, 1 hour, dude, like, that takes me back. Cause I remember I used to like squeeze in time to play games like fucking 15 minutes before work. Now I don't know, man. So I remember like, fuck, dude, I would time that shit. I was like, oh shit, I got 15 minutes just to like try to finish this level. And I'm like driving to work hella late and shit. Yeah. Those were the days. But then again, I was like back in the days, like when I worked at Game Crazy. Fuck, I lived hella close. I was probably like 7 minutes. Yeah, about 7 minutes away. Hell, on a good day, no red lights, I was 5 minutes away. So like it didn't take me any work. That was the best part. sometimes it's detrimental to work like hella close to home though, because you start like fucking pushing it to the limit. You're gonna start like trying to like fucking see how much time you can fucking spare before you gotta go to work, and you're just like making it there by the skin of your teeth. Shit's hella funny. But anyways, Galactic, I still don't know what to play right now. Shit, I do not know what to play. I got some good ass recommendations. Like a couple folks were telling me Ghost of Tsushima. Now I have played it a little bit at a homie's place, but like I never got to like just decide like I'm gonna start a new game on this. A lot of people are saying, you know, Yakuza Like a Dragon. Been getting that. What up, Khalid? He says, what up, Gackt? Been a minute since I left a comment. Still watch your content. Well, I'm glad you're still around. Appreciate that. Always good to see folks that's been around here for a while. I know like a bunch of folks like recently subscribed, so like I don't know if they're gonna stick around or not, but it's just kind of funny. Like sometimes I'll get like growth spurts here and there. So at that point, it's just like I don't know. Like my channel is weird as fuck, dude. I don't like. There's so many different people that come for different content that I make because I never could make my mind up of what I want to do. So it's like some people come here for like the shit talking, and then other people come here for like the game pickups. Some people come for, you know, the skits and just everything I do. So recently, like I make a video just ranting and shit, and I guess a lot of people jumped in on that. So I don't know. Some people just like me fucking ranting and fucking complaining about shit, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Khalid said, I don't play much either. Even though you got an endless backlog of games. Shoot, man. That's why it's like tough. You know? Like the first time I ever experienced that was like when I got between having a modded PS1 and a modded Xbox 360. Like those were the two times when I had so much games, you know, just downloaded and burnt and all that shit. And like at that point you're like, fuck, you know, like I don't know what to play, you know? Or you just try to play everything, and then like even though you should go back to it, you got so much other shit you're jumping on and on and on and on, so you never get back to the other stuff. Galactic says, same. I like your second channel. I've been meaning, I got so much content recorded for that channel, I just don't have time to like edit all those scenes, man. I want to like make an effort to do that, like, you know, the next chance I get. But fuck, dude. It's hard juggling two channels and then juggling two jobs and, you know, everything on top of that, man. Just wish there was more time in the world, and then try to find time to play games on top of that. Like, dude, that shit, man. It's just, I don't know. Maybe like as you grow older, just time fucking goes by faster like a motherfucker. I don't know why, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe just responsibility makes your time go by faster. But like, I just remember back in the days, you know, like going through middle school, high school, man. You know how long 1 year felt like in in middle school or even high school? Shit, man. It felt like forever. Um Khalid said, I just think as we grow over, not to sound old, I'm 23. That's good, man. You got the MJ age, the MJ number. Anyways, we just become more selective of what we play. Responsibility, that too. Facts, bro. Yeah. Fuck. Shit, man. I wish I could be 23 again. Shoot, that was a good time. 23. I always say 23 since 23 is kind of like a prime number. That is the prime of your life. A lot of people say like 30 something is, but like, you know, because in your 30s you're like not broke as fuck. So that's prime too. But I think the first prime is around that age, man, 23, because you're past like all that 18 and trying to be legal shit and 21 and drinking and shit. So a couple years in, you've done your partying, whatever the fuck you do. and like you finally get to realization. Not all people do, but you finally start to realize like, all right, I gotta start doing something in life. So I call that my prime. Um, let's see. Galactic says, then they keep releasing games and keep getting behind, even though most of the newer games are trash. Yeah, yeah, man. Shit. They, I don't know how they keep doing that. I don't know how they keep releasing games like crazy like that. I feel like the world doesn't need that many games. They should just all pull together and make one good ass fucking game, you know? Or like, just a select dozen of good ass freaking games and then call it a day. I guess that won't benefit the new young folks and shit like that because they'll just go through games like that. Like I know people that just beat a game in like one day and they don't even look at it. So, but then there's Fortnite and all that shit to keep them busy. So, but yeah, a lot of newer games do suck, man. It's just they try to rush shit out. They don't nowadays. People just run out of material. They don't got the woke shit, and it's just not the same, man. It's just the creative minds that once were is being like governed too much, so they can't really like create the shit they want to create anymore. Sucks, man. But Khalid says, I'm personally waiting for Callisto Protocol. That looks good. Releases in December 2022. You know what's funny? Like, I'm actually waiting for that because I'm a big like Dead Space fan, and like that game is kind of like a love letter to Dead Space. And Dead Space is just fuck, dude. It's still like in the last 15 years or whatever. It's like one of the best survival horrors I played. Um, I never got to finish part three because I know that one's co-op and they got a lot of action and shit. But yeah, that's another story. But yeah, it says December 2022. I hate it when they say December 2022 because most of the times I can't believe your ass when you say that because most of the times people say December and then like that shit gets delayed, you know. So yeah, man. Um, let's see. Galactic Fever says 30 here and I want to die. Well, for the record, I'm like 34. I just turned 34 like a couple months ago. So you feel it, man. Like we don't feel this shit back in the days like we do now. Like you feel more sluggish. You feel like freaking, all your bones in your body starts hurting from all the physical work. And it's just, man, I always say like, fuck, I need to get back into shape before I turn 35. Cause I always got to say like once you turn 35, everything sets in. So it's like you better like get back into shape, lose that weight, get buff, do whatever the fuck you need to before 35. Because when that shit sets in, man, you'll never get rid of that shit. So yeah, I got a year to like get back into like what I need to do and stop all the bullshit type of stuff. So, anyways, Dre Dizzle, what's going on? Good to see you on. Good to see a bunch of people hopping in right now. Says, what's up, bro? What's new with you? Well, it's always some new games. Other than that, just trying to make some dough, trying to make some time to do shit I want to do. Trying to find a new game to play still. So, other than that, like, I'm just trying to survive through the year, man. Because like, shit's getting tough right now. Like, fucking, you already know what's going on with the economy. Gas dropped a little bit, but like everything else is still up. So you're just trying to fucking like survive and chill, man. Um, let's see. Khalid says huge Dead Space mark right there with you. Part 3 is good, a friend. Yeah, man, I've been trying to like fucking like I don't know if Hype Go or whatever wants to play, but I've been trying to fucking beat that shit on co-op, man. I feel like that was just at that time when that game came out. It was like at the peak of the co-op era. So like everybody came out with co-op shit. Like fucking remember like Dead Space 3 and Lost Planet 3 came out around the same time. So like, those are all promoting co-op and then Gears of War was just pumping out all its games co-op. So and me, I love that shit, man. I love that co-op shit. So I think it's the I think co-op online was like, to me, was like at the fucking height of things, because it was just a good ass time for me. Like I always had somebody to fucking play games with, and if you didn't want to play no shooter and fucking competitive shit, it was just something to chill. And so I played with like a lot of friends, and we just got to like chill, talk shit, and just get a bond, man. Co-op games the best way. Like couch co-op was one thing, but like when you got online, you could play with like folks you haven't seen in a while and or moved away or whatever. Like you got that good bonding time, man. That was just good shit. It just sucks that they don't do that stuff anymore nowadays like that. I mean, there's shit you could play, but it's just not. It's not the same, man. Whatever says greetings from Germany, my friend. What's going on? Always good to see the people from the other side of the globe popping in, man. It's just to me that always is like, damn, like somebody from all the way from Germany or Indonesia, all that, like clicked in my page. Like, how the fuck did you find me? So it's just hella fucking interesting when I see that, man. It's fucking cool. Galactus says 2023 buff Gackt confirmed. It's not actually, for me, it's not hard. Like I can gain hella fast, so it's like if I fucking just jumped on, like 3 months time, I fucking like get all muscle back and shit. But because I've been working out since I was like, was it 1990? No, 99, 2000. I had to be like 11 or 12 when I started like going to the gym, so like the muscle memory's still there. Let's see. Hypey Go, what's up? He says, motherfucker, what's up? What's going on with you, player? Good to see you on. Is that your ass at work? Shoot. If you at work joining my live stream, you funny as fuck. That's hilarious. Anyways, Matt Henneman. What up, bro? You collect for 3DS too? I don't. Like, I only have like a handful of games for 3DS because during the time when 3DS was at its like peak, I wasn't collecting. So this was around 2013. I was doing like full time fucking college and all that shit, and I was in the middle of moving from Oakland to Las Vegas, so I didn't really have the funds at the time to collect. So like I took some time off, and I bought a few things here and there. Like I bought that Persona 3DS and blah blah blah, but like I didn't really go seeking out for the games. Let's see. BD, what up, man? He says, "What's up, GC?" So there's two of you at work, cause you and Hypey Go, y'all at work. Y'all hella funny. Getting paid watching some Gackt Cognac. That you can't beat that, man. I be at work watching shit too, so I ain't gonna lie. Like, anyway, Dre Dizzle says, hopefully Callisto Protocol turns out good and doesn't wind up being hella bland. His modern era survival horror, like the genre itself, has been hit or miss, to be honest, dog. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, man. It looks good so far. Like, I hate to just judge by watching a fucking trailer, but it just seems like from what I've like heard and read from the developers, like they're big fans of like, Dead Space and all that stuff. So they're trying to like make a good fucking game, man. So I don't care if they fucking delay it if they need to make it better. But like so far it's looking good. And I like space horror, man. It's just something different. Let's see, cause I know Khalid just talking about space horror, but like I like fucking like just shit in space in general, because like we'll never fucking see that in our lifetimes. So it's just like to be able to see like somebody's like imagination of intergalactic travel and all that shit. Just it seems it's just fucking cool. It's just fucking, call me a fucking nerd, Star Trek motherfucking fan. I'm not a Star Trek fan, but just I just like that shit. That's why I like Star Ocean as an RPG so much. Let's see. Lost my place. Oh, Hyphy says accidentally disliked. Hey man, still goes to the fucking algorithm, so do what y'all need to do. Anyway, Khalees says most modern horror isn't space horror. Should make it unique enough. Yeah, it's true. You don't see too much besides like Dead Space. What else is there? I know there's another one, but I don't remember. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember. Yeah, I remember the Malaysian dude. See y'all jumping on again. So Sabine, what's going on? Your fan from Malaysia. Good to see you on again. Glad you caught the live. I've been trying to do it around these times because I know most people are like at least awake. Let's see. Matt Henneman says, Are you getting The Last of Us Part 1 $70 remake? Hell no. Like, that's just wrong, man. Like, what are you trying to pull? A freaking GTA 5? Because, fuck, dude. You already got the game on bargain for like $9.99, and you know the game is not, the graphics is not even that much upgraded. And from what I heard, like, the graphics fucking look worse than the first one. I mean, than the original. So, I just feel like that is the biggest money grab ever, man. Like, I won't mind just fucking, borrowing that shit and playing it. But like, nah, I can't fucking get it for that price. I can't justify any game for $70. I don't care. Like, to this day, like right now, I have not bought a game for that price. And I don't think I will, because that's just ridiculous, man. And most of the times, these $70 games, you give it like, what was the game, man? There was a couple games that came out like not even a fucking month. That shit dropped in price hella quick. So it's like, fuck that, man. Just can't do it. I know Last of Us is a good ass game, but it's just, you can't justify a $70 remake. It's just bullshit. Khalid says, nah, bro, you talking facts about that space horror. Yeah, man. It's good shit. Like, I don't know if you watched how they created the Dead Space, because they was talking to the guys at Visceral Games, and they were like, a lot of their inspiration was from Resident Evil 4, and so fucking they wanted to make a game that was solid like RE4, but had like hella good fucking horror aspects. So the length that they went through, man, like I was watching like how much shit that they went through, the struggle that they went through to make that game was like, fuck, dude, that was like dedication. So you don't see a lot of companies do that, man. Like they almost went bankrupt, almost basically. They were trying to get this one scene in the freaking game, and like it almost broke their asses. Fucking EA was getting ready to put a cap on their ass, but I mean, they went through with it, and it came out. And like when that Dead Space came out, I still remember to this day, Dead Space came out of nowhere. Like it wasn't a game that was hyped up, man. So for me, I got that game like right after I left working at Game Crazy, and out of nowhere, I couldn't find no games to play at that time, and it came out. I think it was like 2008, around like September or some shit. Like fuck, dude, I bought that shit. Man, that shit was so good. And you know what's fucked up? There's like a limited edition that's only came out in the Bay Area because it was such a low print game. Or especially for the limited edition, it was like a not known game. Dude, they had that at the Game Crazies, the limited edition that goes for like 1,000+ right now. I could have bought that motherfucker, man. And I didn't, being hella dumb. But fuck, man, Dead Space was so good. It wasn't, man. It was still to this day, it's probably one of the scariest fucking games I played right now. Let's see. Where am I at? Blue Haven, what's going on? He was like, finally caught you live. What other things, hobbies are you into? I see you with that Demon Slayer shirt. Fire anime. Fuck, dude. Honestly, I'm not athletic. So like, even though I'm like 6 foot tall, I can't dunk for shit. So like, I'm not into like sports or nothing. But hobbies wise, like, man, basically I always believed in like working your hobbies so you won't be like all stressed and shit. So I do like my job. I do like bartending, man. So like that's something I want to do since I was 15, which I'm gonna have to talk about in the other channel, like how I became a bartender and shit. But like, I like doing that. I like arts and crafts and shit, so I do like fucking making cool shit. So like I make jewelry and stuff like that. Like sometimes I sell at the farmers market and shit. So I like artistic stuff. I love me some anime. You already know. Who doesn't, man? Nowadays, like anime's cool. Back in the days, people didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. Anyway, Steve Craig Retro Games, what's going on? He's a Sony cash grab. You damn right it is. I see my boy, Free Game Casey, man, the professor right there. What's going on, player? Good to see you on. If y'all don't know, y'all need to hop on this dude channel, the Game Room with Free Game Casey. I'm gonna give you your plug right now. This dude talks about a lot of shit that most gamers don't talk about, you know. So like I've been watching his shit because he talks about a lot of shit that most people don't talk about, especially in the gaming world. So I give you props for that, and I definitely send folks to your way. Good dude, man. And he made this video about my ass. It was hella fucking funny, dude. It was so fucking funny. He was talking about like my rant video. It was fucking hilarious because he was talking about his girl and how she's a big Resident Evil fan. So the fucking so this girl was clowning my ass in the video, talking about I look like, or I sound like the dude from Tommy from Power. Me and the boys had a good laugh at that. That shit was funny, man. So good to see you on. So y'all check out the game room with Free Game Casey. This motherfucker got the same name as me. I don't know if that's your real name or not, but you got the same name as me, dude. So shit's funny. Anyways, realest gamer right there. Anyways, Khalid said, yeah, I saw that video. Resident Evil 4 was a huge inspiration. As well as movies like The Thing and Event Horizon. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Especially The Thing, man. Because The Thing was kind of like similar. Damn, The Thing is such a good fucking horror, though. Let's see. Khalid says, Glenn got passion. That's his name, Glenn. Glenn got passion. I respect the man for making Dead Space. He got balls for taking a risk. That, I always said like that company, Visceral Games, man. Everything they made was solid as fuck. Like, damn, dude. I had the opportunity, like, I used to go to a lot of game testings at EA, and the guys like really liked me there because I had good input. So they called me to play some of their games, man. Like when, because Visceral made Dante's Inferno, so I got to play that shit before it came out. And man, it was just fuck, dude. It was cool. I was going over there like probably once a month testing their games out, and they would pay me. They would either pay me in like cash or pay me in games. So like I would just take the newest games they got and I sell that shit on the side and get games that I want. So let's see. Khalid says the ultra limited edition Dead Space 1 is like $800 on eBay. Yeah. Yeah, it's hella rare. I think there's only 500 copies. So it should go for more if you ask me. Ish Wiz, what's going on? He says, are you the coolest person in your family? I think you are. I don't know, man. I think my cousin's cooler than me. Like I get a lot of shit from one of my cousins. I know he be watching my shit too, but like that's my hero, man. Like I don't think I'm the coolest motherfucker in the family. Let's see. He says, are you influenced by rap music or just E40? I mean, I think E40 has a good ass influence on me because like he made up a lot of fucking terms like Bay Area lingo and shit like that. So like I do make up like hella fucking shit. Like I've been known to give motherfuckers nicknames and stupid ass shit like that. Just inside jokes that people only around me know. Like Lunchbox Rick and all that shit. Like I fucking do that a lot. Like I not even trying, I just do it. But I mean, I'm from the Bay Area. I was born in Oakland. So like a lot of people would be like, oh, why do you talk like that? Or why do you talk like, you black or whatever like that? Well, technically I am. Technically. By blood, my grandmother's from Madagascar. So that is part of Africa. If y'all don't know that, if y'all don't know there's an island from Africa, that motherfucker is like not just a cartoon. It's actually, place. But anyways, Um, but yeah, from the Bay Area, so I do talk like I'm from the Bay. That's just, Hyphy goes from the Bay too, so he talks like that too. Anyways, that's why Hyphy says Casey's from the Bay. Good old Tommy right there. About to cancel Christmas on y'all motherfuckers. Anyways, uh, Free Game Casey says Dead Space looked decent as hell on the Series X. Man, I ain't even got no Series X, so I can't. Like, the Target right, like down the street from me, right? They got the Series X's now. But I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, I ain't gonna pay $500 for it. I just don't feel like paying for it right now, because I know I'm not gonna fucking play it like that. So, anyways, Matt says, what do you think about GTA possibly going work for GTA 6? Well, you already kind of know what I said about GTA 6. I mean, I'm not liking where GTA is going nowadays. Like, to me, like, GTA ended at San Andreas to me. So it's like that's where Saints Row 1 and 2 picked up the pace afterwards, and I never looked back. So after that, I don't know, man. They try to get it too story driven when it's supposed to be just a fun game, And yeah, I know the woke shit came a little after that, but I don't know, like they just try too hard on the fucking game. Like I just want to play some fun shit. And what was appealing about San Andreas is because you could fucking take over gangs and shit like that. Like you could take over, like buy up properties, and you could do that in other games, but not to the extent of what San Andreas let you do. So it's like when fucking GTA 5 came out and shit, everyone was like, oh man, it's gonna be San Andreas, So everyone got hyped, and then fucking after that, you just play like 1 out of 3 characters, and then this dude is just a fucking wannabe Grove Street dude. He's not even a real Grove Street dude, And then you're like, fuck, you can't even do shit. He's just a pussy ass bitch in the game. Anyways, so now they're saying it's supposed to be in Vice City, and I love Vice City. Vice City was great. But I don't know what kind of setting it is, and now they're like, oh, it's gonna be like some female lead for the first time and shit like that. So I don't know how woke they're gonna get, man. Shoot, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. So it's just at this point, I'm not excited for it, So let's see. Khalid says that's dope. BD says that that 40 water. So I never had that. So Gamers Manuel, what's going on? He says Gackt. Good to see you on. That's a celebrity right there. Anyways, Harry wrote, what's going on, man? He says, Gackt, you get a chance to play Goblin Commander yet? No, because I didn't even freaking pick it up yet, man. So one of these days I will have to pick it up, because I know you recommended it last time, and you said it's one of the best RTS games on the OG, right? So yeah, definitely gotta check that out. Matt says woke. Khalid says Dead Space 2 and 3 are 60 frames. Part 1 is not, unfortunately, because of the remake they announced. Yeah, they would do some shit like that. It's like, we're gonna fucking cap that shit so like you won't play the first one. But I'm excited for Dead Space 1 remake. Like, that was such a good ass experience, man. And at the same time, like, like I always say, when you stumble upon a game by accident and then you fucking find out how good it is, you'll never get that experience unless you can duplicate that with another game you found by accident. So it's like a bunch of people tell you, oh, hop on this and that and that and that. It still ain't gonna be the same as just finding a game that you enjoyed. Let's see. BD says GTA 4 killed it for me. I couldn't get into it. Felt dark and boring. Yeah, like when GTA 4 came out, like I bought that shit first day. I don't know. I didn't even fucking play through it, man. I fucking put the controller down. Like I thought the fucking. I guess they tried to make it realistic. So the driving in that game, some might disagree with me, but I thought it was some of the worst driving I ever fucking played. Like that shit was slipping and sliding all over the place, man. I was like, what the fuck, you know? And I just didn't really like the characters. There's only one character that I liked in that freaking game was that Brucey dude, that fucking that steroid maniac dude, you know, that was always high off of steroids and shit. He was funny as fuck. Other than that, like, I don't know, I just couldn't get into the Nico Bellic character, man. Dude. I mean, he was fucking funny, but it's just, man, I couldn't get into the game. I had to like force myself to beat the game. So when you gotta force yourself to beat the game, that you know that shit sucks. So, anyways, let's see. Khalid says completely opposite. GTA is my favorite, or 4 is my favorite. I like the dark and serious story. I didn't find it to be that dark for me. I guess it was like they had a dating thing in that game, didn't they? Like you get to date bitches in the game, so that was something fresh. Anyways, BD says that Khalid. I hear that a lot, or try it again. I just felt stuck on this damn date runs with nothing rhyming. Yeah, they kind of forced it into the game. Khalid said, hey man, no problem. Nothing but respect for your choice of games. I agree, the drift system is doo-doo. Yeah, man. I did not like that shit, man. So, you wonder why they never, like, fucking remade or tried to remaster GTA 4, though. That's the funny thing. Like, you would think that they would do that, but nope. Matt says, GTA 4, you would drive, like, 5 miles into a wall and go flying out of your car. Driving was trash. It was, man. Like literally, I couldn't even make a turn without crashing into something, man. It was just, I don't know what they were thinking. Shoot, like that's one of the main reasons why I couldn't get into the game was the driving, number one. And then just, I don't know. I didn't think cause it was in Liberty City, but like I don't know, man. I would like it if they actually like had a lot of characters from the old one to kind of tie in. I know they had a couple people, but like it just didn't feel like it was part of a GTA series to me. Uh, see, free game cases. GTA 4 was like GTA 3 remastered. I worked good on PlayStation 2 before Vice and San Andreas. GTA 4 like a step back. Yeah, it did. Shoot. I played the remastered, but I only played GTA 3 remastered, and man, it had hella glitches in there. It it was cool, but like man, I didn't want to go back to play it anymore. I wanted to do a video on that, but like man, just fucking didn't have time. But like to break it down, GTA 3, man, you just would not believe like how much memories I got from that game. Like I beat that game multiple times, and GTA 3 was revolutionary. Most people don't even know about GTA 1 and 2 and London and shit until GTA 3. But like me, I knew about GTA 1. So knowing that and then the hype of how out of nowhere that just came out, like we're coming out with a Grand Theft Auto 3 in full 3D. Fuck, dude, that made the fucking like hair stand up on the back of my neck because fucking that game, the GTA 1, I had so much fun just like fucking wrecking the city. You know, because you never did, nobody did missions on GTA 1, I can tell you that right now. Because those missions are hard as fuck. So all you did was just jump on the game and fucking flamethrower motherfuckers and shit like that. Like that's all you did was fuck shit up. You know, everyone just thought GTA was a game where you just fuck shit up. You know, so when GTA 3 came out, it was like fucking fuck, I get to do this. Like, first thing me and my brother did, we didn't even do missions. We just fucking shot cops and shit, dude. That's how funny it was. Like, all we would do is just sit at home and see who could get better fucking wanted level stars and shit. Like, I fucking like got, I got 5 stars, man. Top that shit. Like, that's how we played. That was the only way we would play co-op in that game, was take turns trying to get fucking wanted levels and shit. So, and man, I remember it was during that time when we got the GTA 3, like me and my brother, like we was getting like bad grades or some shit like that. So we got our fucking like PS2 taken away, right? So that's what makes it even more memorable. It's like we got the PS2 taken away, and so we couldn't get it back until the next report card that came out better. So yeah, we were fucking up back in school back in the days. We weren't the model minority Asians. So I remember like I found where my mom hid the PS2, and like we knew her work schedule and shit. So we would pull out the PS2 after we got out of fucking school, and we would play, right? Because we knew we had like fucking an hour and a half or whatever the fucking time to play. We would play that shit. One of us would keep guard at the fucking door, make sure my mom didn't come back early and shit. Because sometimes she would, man. And be like, oh shit, you can hear this car sound too. It's like, oh shit, mom's home. We fucking turn the TV off. We wrap up the fucking PS3. We throw it back in her closet and shit. This shit was hella funny. But that's great memories that you could never get. You could never duplicate shit like that, man. So, anyways, I know a lot of y'all type, so let me catch up real quick. Because I know I got like maybe 20 minutes left. Let's see. Alright. Khalid says, damn, I guess GTA 4 is a black sheep of the series. It is a black sheep to me. Ish Wiz says, almost spent $150 on 2K23 MJ edition, but I saw your take on sports games and bought the standard 70. Man, if you're gonna charge me $150 on the MJ edition, I better get some fucking J's for it or some shit, man. I better get some Jordan retro ones, black and gold. Those are my favorites, man. I don't buy Jordans anymore, but like, those are my favorites. I better get some shit for fucking $150, man. Like I don't want to see that statue they do every fucking year. That's bullshit. I don't want to see a fucking locker. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? Stupid ass fucking limited edition. I don't even know what comes with the $150 one, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to see that dumb shit, man. I don't even want to see a wristband. Shit. Blue Haven says, I never been to the Bay, but must be totally different from New York where I'm from. I'll tell you the differences. Like, I've never been to New York either, but I'll tell you the differences just because I know from what I know. Like, East Coast folks are hella fucking aggressive, man. Alright? Not in a bad way. Like, it's the hustle and bustle fucking environment. But Bay Area cats are laid back as fuck. Like, fucking a shooting could go off across the street, we'd still be chilling there. Like, oh shit, like, what happened, man? Like, it's a laid back ass place, because it's a big ass melting pot too. Like, they both are, but like, it's a big ass melting pot. Everyone's there. So, I tell you what, there's a difference between the women in the fucking California and New York as well. Alright? Women in California, they want you to do every fucking thing for their ass. In New York, man, they aggressive too. The women be like, hey, when you gonna take me to what's it called? Blah, blah. Man, you need to ask me out. Like they fucking tell you to ask their ass out. You don't even gotta do the work. If they like you, they come after you, man. So it's funny. So, but you go to fucking California, lazy ass bitches. I'm not saying lazy ass bitches don't want to do shit. They want you to do all the work and then some, and then leave your ass in the dust. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, so it's a different vibe, basically. But it's still both cool places. I'm sure New York's cool as fuck. But I love going back to the Bay because it's just, I don't know, like the people are just different, man. You know, like especially from the Bay, we're always at war from the folks from LA because we're like, oh, the people in LA they fake as fuck and shit like that. They're more like how do you say superficial down there, and the Bay Area is just like, man, especially you go to Oakland, man. I don't think Oakland has ever like aged a day past 2002. Like I go there, I still see the same motherfuckers on the block. I still see motherfuckers dressed up like, I know 90s clothing is in right now. Well, fucking 90s clothing was in fucking the Bay Area for the last 30 years. All right, people don't change over there, man. So that's just how it be. Anyways, Ishwiz says too many video games in my library. I get stuck with sports year after year. See, that's why I was like, I can't do it, man. You know, like I would love for them to come out with another fight night or something like that. Like we haven't seen a boxing game in years, man. What happened to that? I mean, I know UFC's taking over and shit, but like, I don't know, man. Like, UFC's cool, but I grew up with boxing, man. So I still like the boxing. I still think boxing is like a great fucking form of fighting, man. You know, it's such a technical sport. And that's like one of the few like fucking sports games I actually play. Is, you know, like Fight Night Round 3, my favorite. I still need to play that Champions one because Namudi was telling me that game was hella good. I gotta jump on that shit. But I just can't do that year after year, same bullshit, man, and then pay their ass like $70 a year. Just nah, man. Like I might skip one. Like the last one I paid for full price was like Modern Warfare 2. You know, for that year after year shit. Or not Modern Warfare remake, I mean. Because Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 was the first game I played, so I had to fucking get that to see the differences and what they did. So, and you know, most people started at the Modern Warfare Call of Duty because that game just changed. It was a game changer, man. That was the freshest shit that ever came out in 2007. So, let's see. Harry Rope says, I'll pass on a GTA 4 remaster. I'd rather have a Bully 2. I think Bully 2 would be tight. I think Bully 2 should be high school. Wait, are those motherfuckers in high school already? I don't remember. Because I felt like they were fucking middle school kids. Well, it should. Well, if it ain't, then it should be like college or some shit. I don't know. Shoot. Matt says, I miss being a fart on people on GTA. That was funny when you were burping, fart and shit. Like, even my mom remembers that. Like, I remember my mom watched us playing that game, and she's like, what the fuck? You know, so to this day, she'll still like bring up that game. Like, remember that game? You just fucking fart and burp and shit. Because even she thought it was funny. So, yeah, they should have did that. They should at least allow you to do that same shit. Let's see. Khalid says, what do you guys think about Manhunt, another Rockstar game? They'll never come out with another one. I mean, we talked about that on my last live stream, but that's some explicit ass shit, you know? Like, they'll never come out with another one because they got so much shit for Manhunt. And Manhunt was, you know, was fresh for its time. It was fucking crazy as fuck, but it was fresh, you know? Like, you never seen no games like that where you just like stalking motherfucker. I mean, Tenchu, yeah, but not like to that degree, you know? So, like, at least like Tenchu was more like mystical fucking ninjas and shit like that, you know, doing their thing. But this was like, you was just murdering folks. Like, murking motherfuckers. Anyways, like, yeah, they'll fucking, man, they'll have a field day. Shoot. If they made a Manhunt, the closest thing they'll do to a Manhunt is have a fucking woman killing a bunch of dudes, and somehow that's okay, you know, because that's how woke these motherfuckers are. I mean, I don't want to get on that woke shit, but that's just what it is, you know. It's just fucking. it's like it's a double standard, man. It's like if a dude came, and I've got this analogy from this old OG. It's like if a dude fucking like chopped off a fucking woman's pair of titties or some shit, everyone would be like, oh my god, like that's fucking tragedy. But like then you hear about a dude fucking get his dick chopped off or some shit and everybody's laughing at it. Like that's not fucking funny. You know? Like you can see how serious it for it to happen to a woman, but you can't fucking see how serious for a man. You know, it's a fucking double standard, man. So, but anyway, that's all I'm gonna talk about that shit before they ban my ass. Anyway, free games is my dog Gackt dropping game. I just know what I see, but yeah, the real game is over here with free game Casey, man. Hey man, I gotta check out one of them like pimp books you got, man. The simpology books that you be writing, man. That's gotta be pretty interesting. I used to read a lot of those things too. Like I thought that was pretty fucking cool back in the days when they came out with a lot of those like self-help shit. So yeah, I gotta see what that's about, man. I might have to come support your shit one time. Even though I'm out of the game, I'm out of hollering at hoes and shit. I just want to see what you writing, man. Oh shit. Blue Haven says 90 clothings is in. That's come on, man. All you gotta do is hop up into like what's that fucking store called? H&M and all those fucking stores nowadays. They all fucking wearing like baggy shit again. You know, like fucking bell bottoms or shit are coming back and shit for women, which I think are the ugliest pants in the fucking world. But, you know, fucking ugly sweaters are coming back. Like, come on, dude. That shit's been in. They can't come up with no new shit. It's crazy, man. So, Harry Rope just sent me $5. That's crazy, man. It's my second, what's you gonna call it? Like, what's that shit called even? What's that shit called? Super chat, man. That's insane. I appreciate it, man. Dang. Let's see. Now I lost my place again, but damn, I appreciate it, man. He says, thanks for the entertainment. I'm glad to be of entertainment to y'all, man. To me, it's just another day to me. Let's see. I lost my place, man. Shit. Oh yeah, free game cases. Modern Warfare 4 was the second coming of GTA 3. Yeah, basically, man. I put so much hours in that game. I want a Warriors remake. That's another game that Rockstar did that like no one knows about. You know, like they should make another Warriors game. Hell, they could make another Warriors movie, whatever. But like that was a under the radar ass game. I kind of want to go and play that shit because the graphics was hella good in that game because it came out of the last cycle of the Xbox, man. So, D-Mac, what's going on? He says, what's up, Mr. Cognac? Good to have you join. This is going to be the last like 10 minutes or whatever that I'm going to be on. But it's always good to see you on, player. The game room, free game case says, you ain't never read nothing like what I write, bro. My books is a part of my autobiography. Man, that's good to know, man. And you know, I don't fucking read books like that, but like I'm willing to give it a try. Like I like reading like from what I know of free game. I'm gonna plug you again. Like if y'all know, if y'all knew or whatever, you know, check out this dude's channel, Free Game Casey, because like he's like a higher level thinker like me. You know, think out of the box type of dude. Like, don't just go after the fucking shit everyone else is going for type dude. So, like, I like seeing minds that can think outside of the box. You know, like, when I'm in a chat with, like, I go and all shit, they know, like, I'm always the one that's against the grain. I'm always a dude that be like, nah, fuck that shit. Like, I ain't fucking with that. Duh, duh, duh. Because, like, for me, like, I don't fucking connect with a lot of, like, shit that other people do. You know? So, like, I do like to see the minds of people that can then think differently, do shit differently, you know? So, BD says, got my JNC, that I call them Junko jeans, right? But JNCOs are still around? Or is that shit from the 90s? Shoot. Like, I remember those jeans, man. They had that little kid on the fucking fucking picture or whatever. But I remember that shit. JNCOs and South Poles jeans were on like the same fucking level. That was right. I remember that. You bought either one of those baggy ass fucking jeans. Shoot. I'm hella mad I threw away some of my baggy jeans, man. That shit's back in. Shoot. Who remember those Gerbo jeans back in the days? Man, I used to have a pair of those. Those are the most expensive jeans I ever bought, man. Shoot. I could talk all day about the 90s, man. I could talk all day about the early 2000s. There's nothing I don't fucking know about those days. Those were the fucking days, dude. Nothing like the shit we see now. Shoot. Nobody experiences the shit that we had to experience. I know our ancestors experienced more crazy shit, but like, I'm just saying in terms of experience, man. Like, folks nowadays just don't know. But the young cats, they want to experience shit, but they don't want to fucking like, they don't want to take the responsibility. Like, fuck out of here. You don't get to experience shit unless you take the fucking responsibility of shit. Motherfuckers. Anyways. Oh shit. Free game. So I never stopped wearing Gerbos and Reeboks, dude. Fuck. That's why I'm like, I wish I didn't give that shit up to my cousin, man. Like, he took all my shit. But like, fuck, man. Those Gerbos, man, I think those are timeless. Like, to this day, I have not seen a fucking pair of jeans that look better than that. Shoot. I remember back in the days, the Mexicans would come with the fake Gerbos. It would be hella funny. That should be cracking me up, man. Even the font was a little bit slimmer than the real version. We'd be like, why you wearing them fake ass Gerbos? Be clowning on their asses. That should be funny. Damn, that shit was funny. Anyways, Matt says, what's the first RPG you finished? Fuck, man. Damn. That's a tough one. I'd like to say it was Final Fantasy VII, but I know there's something before that, man. Because honestly, I didn't get into like RPGs till later in the game. Like, I didn't get to like play a lot of like Super Nintendo shit because I didn't have a Super Nintendo. So I'll just say fucking Final Fantasy VII, man. Let's see. I know that sounds hella basic, but like, fuck, dude. What can I do? Am I gonna do lie and say Chrono Trigger? I never played it. Let's see. Blue Haven says, I miss my baggy shit. Those days are timeless. Man, those were, dude. Those were some good ass days. Man, used to steal hella shit with those baggy pants. I ain't proud to say it, but shit. What was it? STALIHKP. I don't know how to say your name, but he says, hey man, happy to catch you alive. Good to have you on. Appreciate it, you, man. Easy Gamers, now you come on, man. You've been asking for that live stream and shit, and you're gonna come on like the last few minutes I'm beyond, man. Come on, player. Is there any rare titles you come across lately? I ain't come across shit. You already know. I don't even be like freaking looking like that nowadays. Shoot. It's just I haven't really been looking. Other than that GameStop shit that you see me buy. Like, that's it. I'm not really trying to buy a lot of games like for hella dough right now. Shoot. I'm trying to invest some of my money. Let's see. Hypey Gold says Women Hunt. Yeah. That's what's gonna be called. Oh shit. That'll be fucked up. I was just watching like a short earlier on YouTube, and it was like talking about how fucking the game has changed now, and like how aggressive bitches be now, how they be trying to go after your ass. And you know, even like an OG once told me back in the days, you know, this dude was like a father to me, but he was like, man, he would always tell me like the world would be fucked up if women was chasing men like how men do women. Like, we'd be all fucked up, man. You know, I'm kind of fucking like, I'm kind of seeing it now, man. It's like, you know, they can fucking do that shit, and then they don't fucking like your ass. They could be like, oh man, me too, your ass one time. Fuck you up. So it's like, that's why fucking people don't even be fucking with motherfuckers nowadays. Let's see. FF7 was mine. 34-year-old gamer right here. Me too, man. Same shit. So, good shit, man. FF7 was a great freaking RPG, man. Some people will say, like, some purist motherfuckers will be like, nah, FF7 wasn't all that. You know, that just happened to come out while the PS1 came out, and it was mediocre. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, man. FF7 was some good shit. Alright? If I was getting the detail about it, I would talk a fucking hour about it, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways. D-Max says, the first RPG I beat was Final Fantasy 2, 4 in Japan, on the SNES. I always get those fucking confused. Final Fantasy 2. Okay, no, that's not fucking it. Because I beat the fucking Final Fantasy 3, which was like 4 or some shit. I always got those mixed up. The one with Cecil and all that shit, wasn't it? That was fucking good. Matt says, I'm from Sacramento myself. We would go out to the Bay Area usually 2 times a year when I was growing up in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah. Good old Sac, man. I remember, like, man, Sacramento was where you go to, like, to fucking get away from all that expensive ass property and shit. And now you guys are getting hella expensive too. Hell, I hear you guys are highest nowadays. It's crazy. Jeremy the Laker fan. What's going on, man? He says, what kind of stuff you invest in? Mostly like stocks right now. Like, I'm waiting on the crypto to drop a little bit. Like, this ain't no financial advisor. I ain't no fucking financial advisor, but I got heavy belief that fucking Bitcoin will drop to like fucking 9,000. So I'm looking to get into a position around that time. And then, you know, hold out for hell long, and hopefully it goes up to like $1 million. I don't know. But like I said, don't take my fucking advice. I ain't no advisor. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing. So yeah, you know, just things here and there. I'm just watching the fucking market drop like a bitch right now. So it's like, I'm just trying to watch a couple things. Tesla's one thing I've been watching, because they just did like a split. So it's only like 200 something bucks a share. I mean, that's a fucking lot of money, but compared to 800, 900 bucks, this thing's most likely gonna go back to like $900. So if you're looking about some long-term shit, I think it's a good investment to get into, if you want to triple your money in the long run, and then not pay no taxes for it because you're holding it long term. But yeah, that's the kind of shit I do on the side, so you know. Let's see. Sublime90, he says, what up? Yeah, what's up, man? Good to see you on. I'm gonna hop off in like the next 5 minutes, but try to answer the rest of these questions. Matt says, women play life on easy mode, especially when it comes to dating. Man, you know, there was one thing one dude told me. I think this dude's a football player, but he came to my bar, but like I didn't know who he was. But he was all talking about it to me. He was like, yeah, I think, like, you know, most dads kind of fuck it up for the women, because the father, like, usually, you know, daddy's little girl and shit, and like they're used to like fucking, oh daddy, I want this, and then fucking the dad like starts buying everything for their asses, you know, starts getting them all the good shit, and then like later down the line when they grow up, they fucking think people are supposed to be waiting on their asses hand and foot. They're supposed to be fucking doing the same shit their dad did for their ass, and the world don't work like that, man. You know, you gotta work for your shit. So That's why they be thinking fucking life is on easy mode until a foot come up their ass. But yeah. Anyways, Easy Gamer says people always argue that Final Fantasy VIII was better than 7, vice versa. I'm a strong believer that 7 was the best game of all time, and it even says it on the case. I like 8, don't get me wrong, but every time I tried to play 8, I fucking stop at the 3rd disc and I never get back to it again. But I do like that card game on there. That Triple Triad was fun as fuck. But yeah, man, 7's great, dude. I'm just hoping that I could fucking beat 7 remake before like I die, because I don't know how long that shit gonna fucking come out. They said next year it's gonna be part 2. I don't know how many times they're gonna delay the shit. Hopefully not gonna be fucked up. Cause I like the remake too. I thought it was cool. But yeah, I liked it, man. Like, I think a lot of people overlook a lot of things in Final Fantasy VII. You know, that game was actually mature as fuck. Like I don't think any other fucking Final Fantasy game like is a mature, like technically a mature title like Final Fantasy VII is. Because you get like, there was hella sexual innuendos in that shit. Number 1. Number 2, like the stuff that Barrett and Sid says, man, you could swear like if you're just looking past all the fucking like hashtag $ cuss words that they do, you kind of could create your own cuss words and come up with the shit he's saying. You know? And you're like, dude, this dude's talking some major shit right now. So it's like, no other Final Fantasy games is doing that. Now, I kind of wish they kept that in fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it would become a mature title. So that's what I thought. That's why I thought Final Fantasy, for the most part, it was great, because it was a mature-ass fucking title without being one. See, Hype Gold says, motherfuckers are soft these days. Well, you know. What can you do, man? They put soy in everything. Of course they're gonna be soft as fuck. Lowers the testosterone. Anyways, SCLHKP says, I'm boring. I stick to index investing, retiring at 45, hopefully. It's not, I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with doing, you know, index funds and fucking stable retirement, pension funds, you know, all that shit, because they're going to steadily give you the same amount, like your solid whatever percentage that you're going to get back. So, I mean, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it. Like, if you're going for a long run, keep doing that. It's just too many people nowadays try to YOLO and fucking buy all these fucking shit coins and shit, and then it fucking drops like a bitch and they lose their fucking money. So, let's see. BD says, did 8 have the card mini game? 8 did have the card mini game. It was called the Triple Triad. That was one of my favorites, man. I had hella fun playing. I spent hours playing it. So I was trying to collect all the cards in that game. I wish they would, like, I know they made a phone app that you could play the game on, but I wish they like made a real card game out of that. Like, imagine like Final Fantasy made that fucking game, right? A real thing, and kind of blew it up. And then you could play other motherfuckers and trade their asses the card and shit, man. Motherfuckers be getting shot all day, losing their fucking big summoning cards and shit. Like, man, because you have to play for keeps. So, but then again, I guess that they would get in trouble for gambling and shit like that. So I guess that wouldn't work out. But that would be crazy. Triple Triad, like, that was a fun ass game, man. Anyways, D-Max says FF8 was alright, but the story and gameplay was weird. I stopped playing around Dis 3 too. We the same. Anyways, so I don't see any more questions coming up, but it's about that time. I gotta get to work in a second, so here is the live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is your boy, Gackt Cognac. I will see y'all on the next video whenever I decide to come up with some crazy shit to put out. So anyways, good seeing y'all on. I'll see y'all later.